Tirelessly on your plan to let the world know what you don't care for, and only assholes would dare disagree. One day you gave my content a click, decided you hated me, jumped on my dick, and now you ride me like a roller coaster. Please stop bullying me, I'm too fragile to read these mean things. You fucked me up, you fucked me up, you fucked me up beyond repair, and I will never be the same again. You fucked me up, you fucked me up, you fucked me up beyond repair, and I will never be the same again. Yeah. Thanks for pointing out that I gained some weight. I hate to disappoint you, but I already lie awake at night and wonder why I suck in life. I swear I'm fine, I'm dead inside. Call me shit, but nothing compares to the voice in my head that has always lived there. Get in line, you fool, it's nothing new. I'm just a tool like you that hates me too. You fucked me up, you fucked me up, you fucked me up beyond repair, and I will never be the same again. You fucked me up, you fucked me up, you fucked me up beyond repair, and I will never be the same again. You fucked me up, you fucked me up, you fucked me up beyond repair, and I will never be the same again. You fucked me up, you fucked me up, you fucked me up beyond repair, and I will never be the same again. Yeah.
Tired of going down, tired of myself, tired of this town.
Yeah, Freestyle Friday number 17. My name is E-Double, his name is Tom Petty, and here we go. Small pond, big pond, the fish are the only difference. City out of harmony, lingering on the dissonance. Fishermen wrapping up citizens with their fishing nets. Sometimes chemical, some played old imprisonment. Dissidents laughing at themselves as if they had a voice, acting like technology really gives them a better choice. Protect the borders as we stack up our elitism. Defeatism is what we pretend that we keep believing in. I'm straddling both lines, the quietest revolt. Politicians fake like they caring that we vote. Legalese verbose, cause if it's plain English, then that's ADD riddle, and riddle children might get it. And if they do, then you're fucked. When they know what's up, you might start seeing public servants dressed as little punks. No tie, no suit, they just looking for some truth. Campaign funds came from hacked ATM booths. Talking grassroots, man, they talking run and shoot. I just sit back and figure out what the fuck to do, and of course I want the loot. Everyone deserves the freedom first, trying to find a balance between callous and liberal bleeding. One hand in my pocket, one fist in the air. White guy from the suburbs like I probably shouldn't care, but fuck this establishment, I really ain't having it. Manipulate like Machiavelli until I'm grabbing it.
I feel something creeping in it up. I feel something creeping in it up. I feel something creeping in it up. Tired of
Me 2 times, shift gear, 6 gear, mash it till I get there. Philadelphia state of mind until I get my head clear. DMV stand up, Baltimore and what? The politics of everything suck, so just man up. Don't know what to stand for, at least I'm still upright. Even those on the down low can be uptight. Not me, I'm me, balls in my hand when I'm spitting, cause my potency's stronger than any man's. And I'm never laying down, feet are not in the sand. Only vacations we get are at the bottom of a glass. Top me off again, popping vodka for a tan. This fifth is like a time machine, a weekend in Japan. Line by line, my rhymes revealing what's inside of me. Nothing to be proud of, but at least I get it out of me. How did he trick the doctor out of a lobotomy? Whatever he's got, you'll probably be put inside a bottle. Please, FDA approval, then it fixes the economy. Rationality becomes a standard for the commonly. Less bombings and a sharp decline in who's in poverty. Suddenly the Nobel Peace Prize goes to a rhyme like bang.
I feel summer creeping in and out. I feel summer creeping in and out. I feel summer creeping in and out.
All right, sorry for the delay there, folks. I was having some camera problems, and I don't know what is going on. Anyway, I think, what is going on? Why? Hang on a second here, folks. Are we live? Okay, all right. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, we're live. Sorry about the little bit of a delay there. Good morning. It's a Monday morning. We've had a wrong that we must right. We have a Goliath versus David. And this David is blind. We've had a tragedy, a strike within our little community. It's a calamity. It's a calamity. It's something that we shall not and will not stand for. So, as some of you may know, I co-host a little show, a little series over on Toxic Piplup's channel called Popo with Peepaw and Piplup. And we watch body cam footage. We watch auditor footage. And we do a stream. And then Toxic then turns around and takes that stream and he puts it up for membership only. People have membership to his channel. But then he turns around and he edits little segments and he puts it up on his channel for the different videos that we criticize and critique. We share our insights and our thoughts as two just layman people out here. We're not law enforcement. We're not lawyers. We're not anything like that. But we present two different perspectives. We present the perspective of a younger person, Toxic, and then an old collager like myself. And so I add a little bit of, whimsical and snide comments, some little funny comments here and there. And that's what we do. Anyway, so Saturday afternoon, we had a slew of videos that we reacted to. And there were 2 body cam footages, and then there was a auditor video by this cat by the name of, hang on here, let me get his, Amagansett, I guess that's how you say his name, Press. And Amagansett Press is a YouTube creator, and Toxic and his crew. He'd shared this creator with other people, and so some of the things that the guy does, that as we saw in his video that we reacted to Saturday, some of the things that he does was quite nice. Okay, some of the things that he does was pretty scummy, just downright scummy, and we'll get into some more of that here in just a minute. But let's start off the day, shall we? So here we go. And here, I don't know what's going on with my OBS here. Hang on a second here, guys. I'm having some issues with my OBS. What is going on? Okay, OBS is. I think OBS is not showing me changing. Let's see here. Okay, well, anyway. So first thing we're gonna do, things that I want out of life. 1, coffee. 2, coffee, a comfy chair to sit in while I drink my coffee. 4, money for coffee. 5, time along while I drink my coffee. 6, big cups of coffee. 7, someone to make me coffee. And then finally, the 8th thing in life is, again, more coffee. All right, so where does our story start? Well, as I said, Saturday, Toxic and I did a live stream reaction, as we do. And anyway, so Toxic puts out a tweet yesterday morning about 11 o'clock in the morning. And he says, I got a copyright strike from True AP Media for reacting to his video yesterday. For someone who claims to know the law and claims to be educating others, you sure don't know shit. Thanks for the strike, you fucking dork. And then we have some people coming in underneath here with replies saying, I guess he doesn't know what fair use is. Here, let me help you. Fair use is a legal doctrine that allows limited use of copyrighted material without permission from the copyright holder. It is an exception to copyright law that balances the rights of the public for those of copyright holder. Okay. And then Flatley comes in and says fair use also is determined by what they deem as transformative, not what you deem transformative. Is this someone with a reaction channel? I can tell you whatever your definition of fair use is, that someone else's works is never right. Well, Flatley is somewhat correct there, right? And that is the heart of what's going on here, right? So when you have a situation like this, you have Toxic and myself who believe that in good faith, we transformed the original works through commentary, right? Which is one of the things through critique, criticism, and commentary, right? That is one of the exceptions to the fair use and copyright, and that's what we did. Now, as far as the percentage that is used, does it make fair use? We can say it can, and we believe that we were in fair use, within the rights of fair use. The original broadcaster obviously believes that what we did violates his copyright. So, the only one who can ultimately make the determination whether or not it was fair use or not fair use is a court of law. So how do we get there? Well, so as it stands right now, Toxic has a strike. I mean, this guy didn't even issue a takedown notice saying, hey, take down this video, right? Or he didn't even make a claim. He could have claimed the video, right? Claiming the revenue for him, Okay. Or he could have issued a takedown notice saying, hey, I don't want you using my stuff. At which time Toxic could have went in and clipped out the parts that this guy didn't want used, right? Or he could have done the latter, which is what he did, which is he filed a strike and took the entire video down, right? So the video we reacted to was like, let's see here. Hang on, how long was it here? The video that we reacted to is like 38 minutes in length, and I don't even think we may have watched all of it. I'm not for sure. I don't even think we did, but the stream that we did was over 2 hours long, right? So, because like I said, we did 2 other videos besides that one. So, to say that it wasn't transformative in nature, to say that we didn't do commentary, that we didn't do criticism, we praised some of the things that he did. Some of the stuff that he did was very, very nice, was very good, was informative. And then some of the stuff that he did was just downright just shitty. Another way to put it. This is a guy who initially started out going in and auditing local police department and municipalities to see if they would infringe on his first right, his First Amendment right, free speech, right, where you can go and you can be in a public place and record, and that is your right as an American in the United States, is you could be in a public place and you can film, and and if people don't want to be filmed, then they can leave, right? And this whole thing. So then now he's taking it to where he goes to businesses. He goes into like shopping complexes, open malls, things of that nature, where he goes, and then it was really strange, right? Like some of the people he would give just cordial interactions with, and some of the people if he could tell that they were a little bit flustered or that they were a little bit perplexed by why he was there, what he was doing, he would give them they'd ask him questions like, what are you doing, and he would give them very short, snarky answers, just trying to bait or elicit a response out of them. And eventually he usually gets someone to do that. So then he markets his videos as, Karen this, or crazy guy that, or so on and so forth, to bait people into coming watching his videos, right? And so it is a what do you call it, a tried true method. There's plenty of other channels that do the very same thing that he does, although from what I've seen, most of those auditors tend to stick to just auditing police departments, postal workers, things of that nature, trying to elicit a response out of them, right? This here, he's just going at people who are should be trained at this day and age, because of the auditors and the way that they operate, should be more trained on how to interact and deal with people like this, right? But your normal everyday Joe Blow citizen that's working in a mall, right, in a little strip mall, they're probably not going to have those type of training and know how to interact with people like this that are out there just to bait you into a response, so that now not only do you look horrible, right, because it's a small moment in time for you, right, but also it makes the brand that you work for look bad and could potentially cost you your job. So good job there, guy. Way to go out and just screw with people and ruin their lives. Awesome job there. You're a hell of a man. Hell of a man. So anyway, so like I said yesterday morning, Toxic woke up to this email from YouTube. It says, "Hi, Toxic. We received a copyright removal request for your video based on applicable copyright law. We remove your video from YouTube. Now, one of the things that I want to kind of take a minute here and address or YouTube is a middleman. Okay. YouTube does not determine whether or not your video is fair use or not. All they do is provide a conduit for you to file as a creator on their platform. They have what is called a content ID check. And so if your video shows up in another person's video, it will give you a rough estimate of the percentage of the video. And out beside, it will give you an option to claim it if you so choose, right? I suspect, my thoughts are, that this guy checked his copyright notices, saw that we had reacted to his video, or saw that we had, done something with his video, and he just filed a takedown, a flat-out copyright strike, right? Now, one of the things that YouTube encourages creators to do is to reach out to the other creators and say, hey, you've used my content. I don't like that you used my content. Could you please remove my content from your video? That's one of the first things that YouTube suggests as a creator that you do. Because they don't necessarily want you as a creator on their platform to push the nuclear button, which is completely, totally strike another video and take it down, right? So now Toxic has a strike against his channel. Toxic cannot upload. Toxic cannot stream. So that means you guys that were going over there during the week and catching and watching his catch up, the Lolcow, universe review that he does, you're not going to be able to get that this week because he can't stream. He can't upload videos. He can't do anything for a solid week. And not only that, poor Toxic has to go to school. That's right, because he got a copyright strike. He has to go to copyright school, right, to get the strike removed. So, there you go. So this guy here, right, this Amagasset Press guy, right, has taken Toxic away from you guys this next week. And he says here that from 2 minutes, or 2 hours, 7 minutes and 14 seconds to 2 hours, 10 minutes and 31 seconds. So he's saying that basically just a little over 3 minutes of his video was used. And he wants the entire video taken down. Even though the video was over, like I said, it was like 2.5 hours was the entire length of our video that was streamed that day. His little 3-minute video, or portion of that he says that Toxic and I took away from him, he should have this whole video removed. I think that's a bit much. So anyway, Toxic reached out for some help. Okay. So Toxic says the unblock arc is over. As you know, Toxic is a fan of Keemstar, right? He has been watching Keemstar ever since he was just a young little piplup, right? Just a young little piplup. He grew up in high school watching Keemstar, right? He admires the empire, that he has built through social media and through platforms like YouTube and others, Twitter, TikTok, Snapchat, that type of thing, right? I don't think he does TikTok. Snapchat, yeah, Snapchat's the one he goes. Anyway, he is an admirer of Keemstar, right, and what he's accomplished. And so he made a little snarky comment to one of Keemstar's tweets back in the day, and Keemstar's had him blocked ever since. And there's been, people solicit to try to get Keemstar to unblock him. But anyway, Toxic tweeted this out, says, the unblock arc is over. I'm not sure what specifically I said, but you guys know I'm one of the biggest Keem fans around. I know I said some things when I disagree with certain decisions, but I figured that was fine since others do it, but I guess not. And so here's a little snippet of last night's Lolcow Live.
I
Toxic
never
Super
said
Super
that.
chatted $19.99.
Motherfucker, I will scroll it back to it now,
Hey,
motherfucker.
Keem,
You can
I
watch
was
yourself
unfairly
say it.
copyright struck by someone who doesn't understand fair use. Could you help me?
No.
I've been a fan of you for a decade, but I'm blocked on Twitter. Thanks either way.
You're blocked on Twitter because you talk shit. I know who you are.
Okay, so, Keemstar says, hey, I know who you are. Yes, you're blocked on Twitter. And no, I'm not going to help you. I'm not going to help you. So, anyway, so Keemstar says, you're on your own, Toxic. Screw you, basically. That's a heck of a thing, Keemy. That's a heck of a thing, man. So, as you can see here, this is the link to the video. And as you can see, the video is unavailable. Video is no longer available due to copyright claim by, and it says you right here, that Amagan Set Press, right? Has filed a copyright, and the video is now down. What else we got here? So let's get into who is Amagat Set Press. Let's take a little peek behind the curtains here. And so this here is Amageddon Set Press. He's got 575,000 subscribers. He's uploaded 467 videos. Life as it happens. We're not the best at what we do. We're the only ones who do what we do, and we invite you to come along for the ride. Full-time cross-country travel, 6 years and over 200,000 miles, countless handshakes and smiles. See you on the next one. All video logos, photographs, other intellectual property in the name of Amagat Press are copyright trademarked 2009 through 2024. It is trademarked. Copyright. Well, Mr. Amagat Set Press. I'm saying your name, and I'm using your photography. Come at me. Okay? This is fair use. I'm transforming this. I'm offering critique and criticism. And so anyway, this here's the video that Toxic and I watched and reacted to. It's called Wrecked Psycho Karen Makes Two Huge Mistakes. Okay. He was in, let's see, where was he at? So he was in, where was he at? Misner Park, Palm Beach County, right? It says here, street photography and video. Wrecked Psycho Karen makes a huge mistake. Misner Park, Boca Raton, Florida, right? And then he goes on here. He's got a GoFundMe. Link to GoFundMe. What's this here? What is this GoFundMe? I didn't even know. What is this GoFundMe? Help keep Amagat Press on the road. So this guy, yeah. So this guy has a GoFundMe. Oh, this is great. I very much believe in their goal and mission. In America today, we are dangerously close to losing all of our rights. Jason and Ben are providing an invaluable exercise concerning our First Amendment rights. Everyone should get involved in something that will help keep us from losing all of our rights. I wish I could give more. Don't give up. First Amendment rights. First, and he's raised almost $20,000 of a $25,000 goal. When did this thing? Where is the deal? Where this thing? Hang on here. I thought this guy was retired or something. Didn't I see something? Maybe I may have, anyway. And he's got channel members. You see here, he's got some channel members. So this guy, whole purpose in life is to travel around to public places, right? And irritate employees that are working to get an illicit response. Okay. All right. First Amendment. It's your right, but it makes you an asshole. It makes you an asshole, sir. Now, some of the things that he was doing in his video that we reacted to, like he was letting businesses shout out their name and the company that they worked for. He even went by one business that had turned their business over to a local turtle rehab organization there in Boca Raton. And they were having a fundraiser to raise money to help rehab turtles, sea turtles and stuff that have been wounded from boat props or cotton nets or what have you, right? And so they're doing rehab. Great, that's awesome, right? That's awesome. And the people that was holding the little fundraiser, whatever, they even gave this guy and his son, who travels with him and films, a little swag bag each, and he shouted, "That's awesome. That's great that that you use your platform to signal boost causes like that." But then he went on down in the video, and there was two seasoned young ladies, that was a little older women, that were closing up the store and trying to close for the night. And so he goes up and starts filming inside of he doesn't go inside the business. I'm going to be clear about that. It does not go inside the business, but he goes up to the storefront there, right? And starts filming them inside doing it. And they come out and ask him, and he gives them some very smart ass answers, sets them on edge, right? And so then, they called in the security guards, because this mall, the strip mall, had us security guards. They came in, right? And they explained to the women that what he's doing is 100% within the law, which it is, right? But he made these women, by his actions and the words that he used, feel uncomfortable, right? And they're just two women who were doing their job and trying to close their shop up for the evening, and they got them all flustered. And the funny thing about it is, the ironic thing about all this is he makes it say, "Well, I didn't intend to make them." Yes, you did. He says, "I didn't intend to make them feel or upset them." Yes, you did. You 100% intended to upset them. You 100% intended to elicit a response from them so that you could put out a video and title it, "Psycho Karen Makes Two Huge Mistakes." What two mistakes? What were the two huge mistakes? That she called security guards, and then she also called the police to escort her and walk her to her car because of your actions and behaviors made her feel unsafe. So I have a question, because he mentioned in this video that his wife was traveling with him and his son, right? While they're taking this cross-country vacation that they go all over the place, that his viewers and GoFundMe contributors are paying for him to do this, right? So if somebody showed up where you were recording and they walked around and they constantly recorded your wife, right? And just walked around and did nothing but just constantly record her, everything that she did. And Would you be upset by that? Would you feel like she was being harassed? Would that, as a man and as a husband, would that be unsettling to you, sir? I bet it would. But it was okay for you to do that to somebody else's wife, right? Somebody else's mother, potentially grandmother, right? It was okay for you to do it because it was in your First Amendment rights, right? And that's what you are. You are a First Amendment right advocate, right? Okay. I just want to make sure that I understand all this, right? Let's see here. So, some of Toxic's friends, did not take too well to Toxic's channel being struck, right? And so they came here underneath his community post, on his public community post, right? For the public consumption. It's in the public, free speech and all that, right? Public. And here's a post about the video, whatever, right? And you see here, there's some people commenting and so forth, right? But if we come down here, we see here there was a guy by the name of the PAL 3000, which is one of, I guess, his viewers or supporters, whatever, right? And as you see here, he is replying to a user by the name of Nietzsche Gang. Now, if most of you guys probably know who Nietzsche Gang is, right? And if you don't know, what's wrong with you? So our sweet little Nietzsche come in here to voice her opinion, free speech, about Toxic's video being taken down. But you can see here, they've got, where's Nietzsche's comments? Nietzsche Gang, no such thing as fairly using other people's content. But where's Nietzsche's comment? Why can't we see Nietzsche's? Are you guys hiding comments? Are you, sir? Are you trying to stop somebody's First Amendment right of free speech? No, you wouldn't do that because you're an advocate for the First Amendment speech, right? Free speech, sir. Free speech. But I don't see, oh, you know what? Lucky for us, we got screenshots, because screenshots they level the playing field. So Nietzsche replies, says, FYI, this channel has unfairly copyright struck a channel with only 1K subs for using this guy's content. Oh, so here we can see where he says there's no such things. Oh, so they've hidden Nietzsche from the comments. No such thing as fairly using another people's. Well, Mr. PAL 3000, you're an idiot, because you obviously don't understand copyright law. And me, even as a layman, I'm not a lawyer, but as a layman, I understand what fair use is. And we're going to go over that. So we're going to use this as an opportunity to educate, right? Because that's another thing that this guy's always talked about in his videos. He wants to educate. We're going to educate. All right. So Nietzsche replies, ha ha ha, please familiarize yourself with fair use laws before you further embarrass yourself on this channel that claims to know the law. And then he replies, so your friend should have nothing to worry about, and you can stop crying goodbye. And then Nietzsche replies, law, my friend can stream for a week, and now he has a strike on his channel he can't appeal because AP takes everyone to court that appeals his false claims. Nice try, though, proving more and more how embarrassing yours and AP's knowledge of fair use is. Now, I encourage Toxic, it's his channel, so I encourage Toxic to do whatever he felt was best for his channel, right? And as of last night, Toxic said he did not want to get into any type of legal battle. And I understand that, right? It's because, you never know exactly how a judge is going to come down on fair use, right? You just don't know. And you have to come up with, several tens of thousands of dollars in most cases, hiring an attorney to represent you in court. And in some of these cases, as we're going to find, because we've got actual precedents that have been set for these very type of scenarios. We've got two different case law that we're going to look at that shows and proves that Toxic and I were within what we believe, right? Our understanding, we fall within rights of fair use. Sadly, though, not everybody was in support of Toxic. There are some people in our community who has publicly stated that they hope Toxic actually loses his channel. And it's kind of shocking that somebody from this community would take that kind of stance. But as you can see here, JFA stated, I hope Toxic Piplup loses his channel so he can focus 100% of his energy on now recording. It's pretty sad. Toxic then goes on to say, here he is, you can see here, this is him commenting on one of the community posts that the Amagaset Press posted. It says, I approve of you building Toxic Piplup's channel. That blind SOB deserves it for bringing your content and your channel into a new set of eyes from a different community for free. If you ever need some more dirt on this dirtbag, feel free to let me know. I will aid you in Toxic Piplup's destruction. Your new best buddy, JFA. So way to be supportive there, JFA. You're an awesome guy. Awesome guy, JFA. We have Seth saying, you're just like this crybaby Karen for striking Toxic Piplup's channel. By the way, what an epic fail. GG Loves Hearts, another community member, says, of course, a guy whose entire brand is legally, I can do this, even if it's shitty, suddenly has a problem with someone else plays by the same rules. Shocking. Who could have foreseen that someone who thrives on disregarding social norms and common courtesy would turn around and abuse a broken system the second it inconveniences him? If your whole shtick is the law allows it, so deal with it, then maybe you should take your own advice and let fair use be fair use. It was never about principle to begin with. You can remove the strike or you can let it stand as a testament to your hypocrisy. Either way, we see you. Very well written, GG. Very, very well written. I was impressed when I read that. I was very impressed. Very good job. Let's see here. Here is another screenshot. This one here is, as you can see here, this is, this is of the same one, right? But if we look here, you can see here, this was right above Seth's, right? But she was replaced by JFA. Wonderful. Nietzsche says, hey, copyright abuser, seems like you have no idea how the copyright system works. You see, there's this thing called fair use. My friends and I all use to watch your videos, share them around, but then we reacted to one on stream and you struck Toxic Piplop's channel. We won't be supporting your content any longer, but I'm sure I will be seeing you in our community posts until you remove the strike. But I sure will be in your community. Well, sadly, no, Nietzsche, you won't. Sadly, Nietzsche, you won't, because, well, he's removed you from the channel, which means you no longer will show up. Sadly, that's too bad. That's too bad. And let's see what else. So let's talk about a couple of the different cases out there that we have where we have actual case law. The first one is titled, this is coming from Watch Mojo. This is number 7, right? Is a copyright case, right? It's called the Clinton copyright case. And what this was there was a YouTuber and a comedian by the name of Akela Hughes, right? Who on election night in 2016, she was in attendance of the at the Hillary Clinton campaign headquarters. Of course, Miss Clinton did not win in 2016. And so she put up a video where she was sharing her thoughts, her feelings, her emotions, if you will, about the loss of Miss Clinton in the election, right? Then another YouTube personality by the name of Carl Benjamin, aka Sargon of Akkad, uploaded a critical video called SJW Levels of Awareness that included sections of Hughes' video. Akala sued him for copyright infringement, but it appeared that wasn't the only reason she did so. According to the court, Hughes also admitted on social media that she intended to financially punish Carl and use copyright laws to silence her political opponents and critics. The case sided in Benjamin's favor, awarding him $39,000 in attorney fees, right? Let's see here. Okay, that's this one here. And as you see here, this is a summary breakdown of the court and what happened, right? And if we come in here and we go to summaries here, it says, in Hughes, defendant Carl Benjamin, that's Sargon of Akkad, a YouTube content creator committed to anti-ideological and anti-identitarian content, posted a video titled SJW Levels of Awareness, made exclusively, right, of clips with plaintiff Akala's Hughes videos we thought would win. The courts dismissed the complaint pursuant to Rule 12B based on fair use defense after conducting a side-by-side analysis of the two works attached to the complaint. So, Sargon of Akkad, right, or Sargon of Akkad rather, took the video, chopped it up, right, chopped it up, and the judge ruled that that was fair use, right? Took portions of the video, edited it together, and uploaded it, and that was deemed fair use because he transformed the video. See, for fair use, you have to transform it in nature. Okay, you can offer criticism, or what they call commentary, criticism, critiques, praises, that type of thing, right? And the key thing is what Toxic and I did, is it a replacement for the original works? And I would dare say, no, it is not, right? It's a new works. We took and we reworked it and we made it into a whole different thing, right? That's transformative in nature. We critiqued it, right? We added commentary. That's transformative in nature. That is protected under fair use. Okay? So let's go look at and this was by far probably the biggest one within the YouTube community, and that was H3H3 versus Matt Haas. Okay, you guys probably remember this. It was back in 2016. Ethan and Gila made a name for themselves with sharp, witty YouTube videos on YouTube. Fellow YouTuber Matt Haas, however, was not happy at all with one of their videos that used portions of his own videos and mocked it. In 2016, he sued the couple for copyright infringement, which could have had big legal implications. This was to my knowledge, this was the first case of its kind where one YouTuber took another YouTuber to court because of copyright infringement, right? To my knowledge, this is the very first one where this ever occurred. And this case is what set precedent, right? The first case is one that always sets precedent. And usually when a precedent is set, right, other judges will follow that precedent, right? In some cases, they will go against that precedent, right? There's always that option. But as a general rule of thumb, they don't, right? In 2016, he sued the couple for copyright infringement, which could have had big legal implications for many YouTubers. The YouTube community came together, created a GoFundMe to help the clients with legal expenses to fight the case in court, and they ended up winning. This was an underdog story with large implications that many YouTubers could relate to. Okay, and this here's the legal document, and what they said was, after conducting a 4-step analysis, the court found that the defendants was in fair use as a matter of law and granted their motion. The court concluded that the first factor, purpose and character of the infringing work, weighed heavily on defendants' favor because their video is quintessential criticism and comment. Remember, listen to this, because their video is quintessential criticism and comment, which is what Toxic and I were doing. The second factor, nature of the copyrighted work, favored plaintiff because the work was entirely scripted and fictional, right? Well, all that's saying is the original work was a unique piece of work because it was scripted, right? And so this was not something ever been done before. Okay. The third factor, amount and subsequently the portion used, was neutral because no content to comment on and critique a work, clips of the original may be used, which is what we did. We used. And their use of the clips was plainly necessary and reasonable to accomplish the transformative purpose of critical commentary, which is, again, what we did. But at the same time, a great deal of plaintiff's work was copied. If I'm not mistaken, I think almost the entirety of the video was used. Like 98% of whatever, 98% of the video of original works were used, right? The final factor, effect of the use upon the potential market, weighed in favor of the defendants because the video does not serve as a market substitute for plaintiff's video, since it responds to and transforms plaintiff's video from a skit into fodder for a cosmic moment-by-moment commentary and mockery, which is what we did. Moment by moment commentary and mockery. We mocked this guy. We criticized. We complimented his good behavior, what was the social norms of how to interact with people. And then when he was being a complete and total asshat, we critiqued and criticized that. Accordingly, the court found defendants' use was fair and granted their motion for summary judgment. The court also dismissed plaintiff's claim for damages, and because it had been found that the use was fair and therefore defendant's argument was true and not a misrepresentation, but also because they needed only to have a subjective good faith belief that their use was fair to avoid such damages. Let me reread that. But also because they need only to have a subjective good faith belief. Right? And that's what Toxic and I had. A good faith belief that what we were doing was and is fair use. So, I have tagged Emagasset Press in the title of this video. I don't want you guys to go and harass this guy. I do not want you guys to go and be, any way uncordial to him. That's not the purpose, right? This video is simply to make you guys aware of what has happened with Toxic, why he will not be able to stream for a week. I also want to use this as an opportunity to educate people as to my layman's understanding based upon court law, court records that we have, right? Judgments by, by court officials, judges, right? We have verdicts and saying that as long as in good faith that you are entering into critiquing a video, right? You can use very large portions of the video, right? You cannot do a direct re-upload, which we did not do, right? We critiqued, we criticized, we turned it into fodder for jokes. Everything from what we believe in good faith was fair use. Now, ultimately, the only one that could really truly decide that is the court of law, right? And like I said, as of right now, Toxic says he's not going to pursue that, and that's his, So, and it looks like we've been joined by Toxic. How are we doing this morning, sir?
Good morning. I woke up for this special occasion just for you.
Okay, so is there anything that I have forgotten or you feel like needs more attention that maybe I didn't cover? Crickets. He's been having some problems with his microphone, so his microphone may have cut out on him. Like I said, and here's the deal, right? If he fell asleep again, possibly Seth, he could have fell asleep. So here's the deal: if this Magan set press, right? If this gentleman would like to have a conversation, I'll be more than glad to have a conversation with him.
A minor.
What the hell, Seth? Seth is such a doofus, I swear. But anyway, if this guy would like to have a conversation, I'll be more than glad to have a conversation with him. We can discuss fair use. We can discuss where he, what he believes, where his rights were violated. Maybe the guy doesn't know what fair use is. I'll give, it's very well possible he does not know what fair use is. Just like those women that he was very misogynist to, was very rude to, right? To elicit a response from them. Maybe, just maybe, he doesn't know, like they didn't know how to act with and deal with him, right? Because of his constitutional First Amendment rights. Maybe that's the deal. Maybe he just doesn't know. Maybe he's ignorant of the law. Even though he protests and professes to know what his rights are, maybe he doesn't know what other people's rights are. Maybe that's the case. Looks like we have another caller here this morning. Good morning, sir, and how are you this morning, Mr. Mikey?
Oh, we are doing splendiferous this morning, Paul. How are you?
I'm doing great. Do you have thoughts?
I do. I have a lot of thought. My first thought is as you were scrolling over this a Megan Press, whatever the fuck his name is, his
Yeah.
GoFundMe page, I noticed there was a sum of approximately $19,000
Correct.
sitting there for his perusal. And you're talking about if he would like to have discussions about fair use and this and that and the other, and all the situations and whatnot that has happened over the last few days. Could we also have a discussion about him, using some of that $19,000 to take a trip down here to Texas? I can show him to Gator Country and introduce him to some swamp puppies, get him up real nice and close, and who knows, maybe after he meets a swamp puppy, Toxic's problems might all go away,
Thank you for your thoughts, sir. Have a good day. Jesus Christ. Anyway, so Looks like Toxic is having too many problems. But anyway, hopefully I presented the
Hey guys, it's me, Toxic. I'm very sad about losing my channel. Also, I'm blind.
someone's fixing to lose perms. But anyway, thank you guys for tuning in this morning. Make sure you go and sub to if you've not sub to Toxic's channel. Let's see here. Let me go get this pulled up here. There we go. Control C. I'm going to link it here in chat for you guys. Let me also pin this message. There you guys go. There you go. You guys can check out Toxic. Now, like I said, unfortunately, oh, he's back. Are you working? Did you get your?
Think so.
Did you get your Walmart microphone working again?
All right, pal. It's not a Walmart microphone. Get out of here.
Okay. So the question I posed to you was, is there anything that you would like to bring up that maybe I didn't, or you feel like needs a little bit more expanding on as far as information?
I think you did a really good job. One thing I just want to kind of hammer down here is it was a 3-hour stream,
Okay.
and everyone else, we've done multiple of these streams. We've done multiple videos in this
Yes.
nature. We've even done other auditors. Nobody has a problem with it. You could have reached out. You could
Sure.
have asked me to take it down. You could have asked me to clip out the segment. You could have asked me not to react to your content. And you know what? Because I know who you are and I actually watched your content for years, I would have done it. But nope, you didn't do any of that. You chose to take it down. You chose to strike me without reaching out or anything, talking about it. So, see the kind of person you are. Also, I didn't know about the GoFundMe. It's kind of ridiculous.
Yeah. Well, I mean, here's the thing. I mean, if anybody can set up a GoFundMe for any reason, right? So, is it something that can be kind of mocked and ridiculed a little bit? Sure, I think so. I mean, he's basically getting his. So, what was his channel memberships? Is his ad revenue not enough to support this lifestyle that he's wanting to travel across America and harass innocent, retail employees? So
But
he
look at his
gets,
views. How's
yeah,
it not?
well, maybe he likes to, live a higher life. He likes to have that Wagyu steak at night. I don't know. I mean, who knows, right? I mean, but if people want to support the guy, if they want to donate to his GoFundMe, they're more than free to do. I mean, it is their right to do so with their money, however they see fit. I think I do see it's a little bit crazy, for a channel of his size, right? Because let's see, yeah, so he's 575,000 subscribers, and most of his videos are in the several hundreds of thousands of views. Now, if he's anything similar to what, which he may be on a little bit different payout, but like on my channel, right? Because I'm monetized as well. It's like a little over $6 per 1,000 views, right?
Yep.
So, if he's getting 320,000 views, right? Let's just see what that ballpark was, right? So we'll say $6 times so 6,000, that's $6,000 per 1,000 views. And if he has 300, so he's probably making, I'll say probably what? He's probably making 10 to 15,000 maybe a video, something like that in views, maybe. Is that about right?
Uh,
I think that's probably ballpark of what he's making. You know, if he's getting $6 per thousand, right?
Yeah.
And he's getting 300,000 views, and with the understanding that probably not everybody watches a full video, they're going to scrub just for those little caring interactions because they're not probably going to watch the other ones where he's letting people
Yeah, but okay.
promote.
Let's just be generous. Let's say he doesn't
Yeah.
make that much, right? I don't know
Okay.
how much really, whatever, but he also used to upload multiple times a week.
Yeah.
Like he goes on these breaks and he comes back. Like who knows what he's gonna upload again? But he used to upload multiple times a week. So then
So
multiply that by that, like 3-4 videos a week.
yeah. So let's say he's making $4,000 or $5,000 a video. If he's putting up 5 or 6 videos a week, he
Yep.
could be. So if I go to, let's just see where Social Blade. I know Social Blade is not.
Yeah, they're all over the place.
They're all over the place, but we can
We can give an
kind
idea.
of. Let's see here. Copy the channel name here. Copy.
Plus, we're not taking into account all of his old videos and how they age
Sure.
and how many people watch that.
Because they still get okay. So according to Social Blade, let me just pull this up here on the screen here for viewers at home. It says here he's getting like okay, so wow, that's interesting. So when he uploaded the video, he got like 43,000. I'm sorry. The day they uploaded the video, he got like 80,000 views. And then the next day he got about 43,000 views, right? And then nothing. So by the third day, it says here there's no activity. Zero activity. Nobody's watching. There's no nothing.
That's great because you know what else? The video was out for 3 or 4 days by the time we reacted to it. So we let him get all of his views and all that too. It's not like we were cutting away from him as small as we are.
Exactly. We didn't pilfer. We didn't pilfer any of his views. We didn't do anything, right? Yeah. And according to this here, looks like he pulls in. They're saying we're from 226 to 3.6 thousand a month is what they're saying. So, which is like I was saying, he probably gets but again, I don't think that's quite as accurate as it once was. I just know it tells me in the back end that they pay $6 per 1,000 views. But I know also a view is not treated like that's like if a person actually watches the full length of a video, right?
Yeah.
And people don't watch the full, so you get a fraction of that. So anyway, there you go. Well, I'm sorry this happened to you, buddy. Are you still?
How do you feel about having a YouTube criminal on your channel?
Well, I was a criminal before you, bud, because I've gotten strikes too. The only difference is I fought them. Yeah,
I'm good.
Yeah, I know, and you don't want to, and I because here's the whole thing too, right? When you go to do this, guys, you have to give up your information, right? You have to give your name. You have to give your stuff, right? The only way to get around that is you have to have an attorney file the appeal for you, so then they could go through your lawyer.
And also, if I'm in court, how am I going to watch local?
Exactly, and shockingly, I know it's a shock. Toxic's YouTube channel is not generating enough money to afford.
Let me start a GoFundMe.
You go start a There you go. So go start a GoFundMe, and you can get people to donate to your so you can fight this, I guess. So anyway, so Toxic, are you going to take? I guess you got like a week off, right? Basically, right? So
Take a couple of days off. Maybe I'll go do a little stream on Kick or something at the end of the week.
Okay, all right. Kick, yeah. That I'd probably go to Kick versus any of the other ones that are out there. Kick would probably be the more agreeable to. Never do math live. Yes, Beavers. Yes, we can't all be rainmen like you'd be able to just, calculate things and be all smart and stuff. So
Sure.
anyway, I still say the guy's making decent money. So, but it is funny. What's funny that he got the first 2 days that the video was out, he got views, and then nothing. It just, I mean, absolutely positive, and like not even any of his old stuff, right? Like, I mean, they're showing 0 views, right? So
Ooh.
it's not. He's not even like his old stuff. If you watch this, if you look at this, like most time, if you go, there'll be views. Every day you'll have a few views. You won't necessarily have subs or anything of that nature, but that's just kind of weird. But again, it's Social Blade, and ever since YouTube changed their API, I think there was another website out there, but I can't remember what that was. Let's see. There was a video out there. Or not a video. There was a website. I can't remember what it was called. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Anyway. So guys, if you want to catch Toxic, make sure you're following him on Twitter. He will put out announcements there. I will, of course, signal boost anything he's doing as well, to let him know. He thinks he's botting the views. I don't think he's botting the views. I do think that's a little weird. I think that goes to prove or even show, like Toxic said, the dude's view, he got his views, and so Toxic's little 1K channel with how many views do you think that channel had on, or that video had on it before it was taken down?
I can tell you, I had 60.
60 views. 60 views. So the 60 views was really hurting him, right? In the ecosystem. And most of the time, those body cam footages, once you chop them up, they get a couple hundred views, right? At best.
Yep.
Yeah, you had a fluke the other day, the one that
Yeah, that was
we
a good one.
covered.
Proud of that.
Ice-T, it broke 1,000. So, anyway, there's still stuff over on Toxic. If you've been sleeping on him, right? If you haven't been watching his Lawcow catch-ups that he's been doing, or
There's hours of content there.
There's hours, and not only that, but the Popo with Peepaw and Piplup. There's several VODs of those out. So if you like watching that type of stuff, give him a check there. His YouTube channel is pinned up at the top there in the chat. So is there anything else, Toxic, you'd like to convey this morning? If not, I'm gonna get out of here and call it a day.
Free me. I mean, I'm gonna be more weary of who I share videos with, or whose videos I share, I should say.
Sure.
I did show them to a couple people, as you said, so I'm not gonna do that again.
Yeah. Well, the thing of it is it's kind of like one of the things that even JFA pointed out, that there are people that had in that stream that were getting exposed to this guy who had never been exposed to him. I'd never seen this guy before, right?
Yep.
And this is those are the type of videos that I watch in my leisure time, right? I watch auditor videos. I watch, body cam footages, and cooking videos. That's what I watch when I'm not streaming or making content. It's what relaxes me. And, so, here was a potential new viewer that he has lost because of it. So anyway, well, guys, thanks for tuning in this morning. Thanks for your support of Toxic. I've seen a lot of positive, comments in the chat for Toxic this morning. I appreciate that. Toxic scheme start. Yeah, we showed that, Beavers. Yeah. Keem knows who Toxic is. He's just not going to unblock you. He has Keem has a hate boner for you, dude. I don't know what to tell you.
I don't know what I did.
Listen, you are a bad guy, man.
Look, I don't know what I said. All right, sure, I might have talked shit, but who hasn't to Keem?
Who hasn't talked?
Even Asher's has.
Yeah,
Come on.
she's had several meltdowns, right? So maybe take your boobies and press them up and send a picture to Toxic or to Keem, and maybe your Toxic
I
boobies
would
would
never.
get
That
you.
is very disrespectful, and I support Keem and Brantley's marriage. Jeez.
I would have. Anyway, well, it's a shame that Keem couldn't come in and help a smaller creator. I think that's kind of shitty, but he's helped other people, right? So, but anyway, Keem does what Daddy Keem wants to do, right? So. Anyway, guys, thanks a lot. Thank you guys for supporting.
Hey,
What do you want, Seth?
Do you guys know what I'm making for dinner today?
No, Seth. What are you
Seth, it's
making?
8 a.m. I don't give a fuck about your dinner.
Okay, well, I am making noodle salad. Okay. You know what I've gone and done? This is genius, guys. Okay, I've gone and I've made my own chicken popper recipe. Okay, so we get a little chicken poppers in the noodle salad.
The stream is about me, Seth.
Well, yeah, I called in as you earlier.
Well, this isn't about you, so call in next time.
Okay, you're so mean.
Yep.
About everything. I'm glad that this guy did whatever he did to you. And also, Team W, keep this motherfucker blocked.
I agree, Keem W, because if I say anything else, I'll still be blocked.
Yeah. So.
All right, people, I'll do your outro.
All right, we'll catch you guys later. All right, thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate it. Anyway, make sure to check out Toxic. Go support him. Like I say, he says he could be doing some streams over on Kick. But until next time, guys, remember, keep your powder dry, and I will look for you in the funny papers.